Hey guys, how's it going? For the last couple of weeks, Paul's been testing out the Ecoflow Delta 2, and we're going to talk about today how you've been using it, how it's changed the way you camp, and then we'll talk about some of the specs and features and how it's benefited your setup. So before the Ecoflow, what were you running previously?
Previously, just a 12-volt deep cycle battery in the car. And that was just run off the solar panel only, what limited me really to just the fridge. I wouldn't dare use anything extra on it, otherwise the fridge wouldn't be running. So this is going to be a game changer in that. It gives me the options now to run 240 volts. So this is working a lot better for me in options. I can run many different appliances, I can run induction cookers, charge things. They're on 240 volts, like computers, etc., or Starlink if I had that, maybe one day. Good. Apart from that, all the different attachments on it compared to my battery, what was really just an Anderson plug, and the fridge, the options are boundless, really.
You're looking forward to induction cooking now, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been looking forward to that, so you don't have to worry about gas bottles.
Yeah, especially now that we're coming into summer and we can't have fires anymore, you need other options.
That's a very good option, especially with the induction cooker.
Total 5N days, we can't even have gas cooking. Induction cooking is going to be amazing.
Very, very good for the options you can have that are safe. You just do lots and lots of cooking with induction cookers. You can use other things like even just toaster, jaffle makers, boiler kettle, etc.
You just run a standard tub in your ute as well, so you're pretty limited for space. This is actually removable for you now, so anytime you're not using it, you can actually just rip it out of the car.
Yeah, just take it with me. And it's light. It's really very, very light. The options are boundless. You can put it next to your swag at night if you want to run lights in the swag. Just take it with you. That's another option, plus your phones with the drone. If you're a bit iffy about leaving things out and about charging, you can take it with you.
These are actually great to take out in a tinny as well, if you can keep it dry.
Yeah.
They are awesome to go out camping in a tinny overnight.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
I've had a fridge in the tinny and everything. That was bloody amazing.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to running the fridge on it to see how long it goes and everything.
Yep.
So that's a very good option.
We'll get straight into the specs. Now this weighs 12 kilos, and what's the dimensions of it?
400 by 211 by 281. So very compact.
Yeah. And
it's at a size that fits relatively easily into most places on my car.
Having these carry handles too also make good tie downs as well, which you're going to do as well, aren't you?
Yep, it's going to go in with a couple of straps, tie it down, and then I can leave it plugged into the cigarette lighter charger without worrying, and it just keeps topping it up. Works very, very well. Recently I've been charging the unit up via the car through the 12 volt. The cigarette lighter attachment for it is really good quality, solidly made, not like a flimsy one. It runs 12 and 24 volt charging, around about 8 amps, was it?
Yeah, I was actually surprised it puts in 8 amps. That's a fair bit from a cigarette plug.
And while it's charging on the screen here, it shows you what's going in and the percentages the unit's at the time. So you know exactly where you're at with it.
There is an additional car charger you can purchase that you mount and set up into your car. So when you plug this in, it'll charge up to 800 watts.
Wow.
So that'll charge in no time as you're driving. Now you intend on running this through your solar as well, but as with all the power stations, they don't have an Anderson plug input. So you're gonna have to get an adapter from their solar input to go to an Anderson plug, and then you can run your solar to charge this as well.
Yeah, plus I've got solar blankets, so if I'm taking the unit with me next to the swag, I can put the solar blankets up, attach it to those.
This is all you're going to need.
Yep, it's going to be great.
Now you've been using the Bluetooth app on your phone?
Yep, very, very good. Easy to follow. It's got lots of options on there for switching each service on and off, and monitor your output as well as your input too while it's charging.
So you can see the amps coming in and out, and also how long it will take to charge or discharge the battery.
Everything's just as easy to see straight off your phone. So if it's charging in your car, you've got your phone on your dashboard, so you can see all the statistics of your inputs and outputs as you're driving along even. It's very good.
Yep, and like you said, you can turn the AC, the 12 volt and the USBs on and off separately as well.
Yeah, straight on your home screen on your phone with the app. And the app's free as well, what's very, very good. It's easy to follow, just download it and away you go.
On the front of the device, you have 2 USB-A's, 2 fast charging USBs, and 2 USB-C's, which are rated at 100 watts. So they're good enough for a laptop or any drone batteries, anything you want to charge that requires a higher charge rate.
On the front of the unit with the screen here, you've got the 2 USB-A's, 2 fast charging ones, 2 regular charging ones. With the fast charger, from literally 0 on my iPhone to fully charged, only really took over an hour. So very, very quick and efficient. My drone I do on the USB-Cs. The battery on that, depending on how flat it is about an hour and a half to charge. And the percentage on the unit here drops very, very little for that.
Now with the capacity, this is 1,024 watt hours or 85 amp hours, but you can expand it with additional batteries and have up to over 3,000 watt hours. You can more than triple the capacity.
Yeah, I've seen it's got the port straight on the side here, nice and easy to access.
Plug it straight in and expand the battery.
Plug and play, very, very easy.
This one actually really surprised me. The fastest charging on the market, Extreme Tech, means that Delta 2 charges 7 times faster than the competition. That's 0 to 80% in just 50 minutes.
Yep.
And 0 to 100% in just 80 minutes with AC input. That is bloody fast.
I was really impressed when I plugged it into the mains to charge it. Literally, I thought I'll go back in a couple of hours, and it was already charged.
No, that's incredible.
Yeah, very, very good.
On the back, we have your 12-volt cigarette plug, your 4 240 volt outlets here. That's up to 1800 watts. Now my car, I'm running a 2000 watt inverter and I run my induction, everything through that. Yep. So 1800 watts is plenty.
Oh, I think it'd be ample.
Yeah.
For what I need for the fridge, maybe an induction cooker and everything, that would be huge.
Yeah. Up the top, you have your solar input, AC charge port, and you also have your overload protection as well. You also have buttons next to each item as well, so you can turn each one on and off right at the source. Back up in the shade now, it's getting quite warm down there. It's a beautiful day. Might do some
lovely
paddleboarding later on. I reckon we've chosen a cracker of a spot here too.
Yeah, very quiet, very peaceful, awesome.
Now we've got plenty of charging at the moment. We've got your drone, we've got my drone batteries charging, we've got my Pocket 3 charging, and also my phone charging as well. And we're using 123 watts at the moment, and it will last for 7 hours at charging all these devices. So I reckon we'll test out the AC port.
Yep, we'll give that a plug in and see how that goes, hey?
Paul's just made his lunch, some little toasties. So plug it in, get it nice and hot. Turn that on.
Switch her on.
Wow, that uses power. 730 watts we're using now. It's a bit different to the phone chargers.
Yep. We're cooking with gas. No, we're not.
So Paul's going to try his little toasting machine, and I'm going to try my induction cooker for my lunch. We'll see how they both go. At the moment, at this current rate, he'd get 1 hour's use out of it. But it only takes 5 minutes to cook.
Nah, that's all. Yeah, very, very quick. 1, 2.
Paul loves his cooking.
Love my toasties as well.
He's been cooking in the last few videos.
2, 3, 4. There we go. This is the hard part, closing the lid.
Without all escaping.
Yeah, you've got to hold the tops in and then push it down.
So we're at 96% now.
I may have been a little bit.
I made a big toasties. Can't even close it.
Yeah, it's all right. That'll be good. I just like the idea you could, with the app on your phone, plug lights into it. If you're in your swag, you can switch your lights on outside that are plugged into the Ecoflow via your app while you're in your swag. So if you're solo camping, bit of security there.
I just want to show you how quiet it is. The inverter is running at the moment, and this is how loud it is. Here's the microphone.
It's as quiet, if not quieter, than an Engel fridge when it kicks in and out.
Fridge, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I'd say it's quieter because it's not the compressor running. It's just the fans. So we'll pull these out now, see how they've gone.
So we are at 90%. And you had that going about 5 minutes, didn't you?
Yep, less, 4 minutes. Yeah, 4 or 5 minutes max.
All right, now I'll set up my induction cooker and see how that goes. All right, get the inverter going now. It's all plugged in. Wait a second for that to kick in. There it goes. Turn this on and set the heating. Got it set to 1200, which is, it's a 2000 watt induction cooker. So I'm using, wow, I beat you. I'm using 1108 watts.
I've just seen that on the app. That's almost
43 minutes of cooking left I would have. So it's on quickly. One thing Paul just mentioned off camera is this is the earliest that we've eaten lunch since we've been out. Normally we've got to wait like 3 or 4 hours for hot coals while we're making a fire before we can cook. Whereas this is just instant. So we're actually eating lunch at lunchtime this time.
Yeah, before 12:30.
Yeah, that's a first for us.
It's a positive.
All right, so we're at 88% now. We'll see what we're at once this steak's cooked. One thing I definitely love about these power stations is that at home, if there's a blackout, you've got backup power. In the past, I've ran my fridges and everything, freezers, everything I had to, so that my food doesn't go off while there's a blackout. Whereas it's a lot harder to plug your 12-volt setup in your car to your house if you ever need to. Right, we are at 73%, so that's not too bad. Cooked a 4 mil on induction cooker, and you cooked your meal.
Yep.
And we still have plenty of battery left. I love this. Steak and melted cheese. Quick, easy lunch. I'm just heating up some water to clean the frying pan out, and I've set this to water mode. So we are currently using 1547 watts. So we'd have 23 minutes until the battery would go flat at that rate. But it only takes like 2 minutes to heat up the water, so that won't use nothing at all. We're at 69% now. So this isn't intended to replace the full $10,000 12-volt system in your four-wheel drive. This is meant to be a portable power system that anyone can throw in their passenger car, anything they got at all. You don't need any setup at all. Just throw it in the car whenever you want to go out, take it with you, and you can leave it at home afterwards. What's your thoughts on it?
I love it. I think it's just the whole concept of being portable, yet you can run your 240, your 12-volt, charge all your appliances, and lightweight, and charges very quickly.
Yeah.
So all in all, it's what I would class as a really good piece of kit.
Now, you wouldn't go camping and cook every single meal on induction cooking with this. It's maybe one meal
Yeah.
you might be doing with it. This is more just to run your fridges, charge all your devices, just a general basic camping weekend away with your family. If you'd like to check this out for yourself, I'll leave a link down below that you can click and have a look for yourself.
So I think it's a very, very good beginner power source for a first-time camper, just to get you into the camping scene. You've got many options with it straight away. It'll get you out of trouble if you need power in a rush. It's also portable, affordable, and very, very easy to use with the app as well. So for those that are just learning or solo camping,
Don't know anything about 12 volt, they don't need to know anything.
You don't need to, it's all explanatory on the app. The unit itself works exactly the same way. Everything else, really ease of use.
Yeah.
And portability too. I mean, the unit, light as. So 12 kilos, wasn't it?
Yeah. If you guys have got any questions about the unit at all, leave them down below. We're happy to answer. If you found the video helpful, leave a like. It really helps it push along in the algorithm. But thanks for watching this video, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.
Thank you.